Welcome to Eye on the Tiger News. We're glad you found us and hope you always check back. I'm Sarah Petricola.
And I'm Kennedy Lamb. You can find the link to our newscast on the Mexico website or find our YouTube channel by searching for Eye on the Tigers. Here's the news we're following. The main foyer at Mexico High School was busier than usual this morning. The Friends of Rachel group was asking students to take today's challenge. Say something nice to someone today.
In fact, each D-Day the group will be offering students a different challenge. Hundreds of students signed up for this morning, had their hands stamped acknowledging their participation, and they also received a Hershey Kiss.
A record was set last week at Mexico High School. Senior Jacob Zidak set a new mark during the annual PACER exam. The speed and agility test is given to students throughout the year. Zidak broke James Gowan's record and impressed his PE teacher, Mrs. Marlo Kyler.
It was impressive. He dug deep and he worked hard. He had come in on Monday. He had done 100, knowing that he was going to come in later in the week and do even more.
Junior Kendra Harder recorded the best time for the girls, just short of the record set by Tia Bullard nearly 10 years ago.
Central New York drivers are enjoying the low gas prices in more than 3 years. The average price of a gallon of regular gas in Syracuse area has dropped to $3.40, down 15 cents from $3.55 just 1 month ago, according to the price tracking site GasBuddy.com. Prices haven't been this low in Syracuse since 2012. Experts say crude oil prices are expected to continue their drop through November.
Police arrested dozens of protesters during the final 4 days of rallies and civil disturbance to express anger at the fatal shooting of Michael Brown, a black 18-year-old, by a white police officer in St. Louis suburb. Organizers of the Ferguson October protests dubbed the day Moral Monday and committed acts of civil disobedience in and around St. Louis. More than 50 people were arrested.
A Utah teacher who was injured by fragments from a bullet and a porcelain toilet when her gun accidentally went off in a faculty bathroom at an elementary school has been charged with a misdemeanor and resigned from her job. The charges came earlier this month after she changed her story about what happened in the September 11th shooting. Detectives have confronted her about her discrepancies. Nobody other than the teacher was injured or saw the shooting, but it reignited a debate about whether teachers should be armed. Utah is among the few states that allow people with concealed weapons to carry guns in public schools.
The abrupt cancellation of football season at a New Jersey prep powerhouse signals something more than locker room hijinks. Now 17s are facing sex crime charges as this solidly middle-class town and its beloved football program find themselves at the center of a broader debate over how to deal with hazing. The school superintendent says abuse by the Sarenville War Memorial High School students was so pervasive that he had no choice but to call off the season for a team that has won 3 sectional titles in 4 years. His decision angered team parents, but drew applause from advocates, who called it the kind of bold stand necessary to confront hazing.
A truck containing 18 tons of Crisco sticks headed to a grocery store chain distribution center was stolen in a Florida city. St. Petersburg police say a tractor-trailer containing 36,000 pounds of vegetable shortening was snatched Sunday morning.
This past September was the warmest since records began in 1880, according to a new data released by NASA this weekend. The announcement continues a trend of record or near record-breaking months, including May and August of this year. The newly released data could make it very likely that 2014 will become the warmest year on record.
That warm weather sure is being felt today.
Indeed, Sarah.
With the weather, here's Alyssa Grutta.
What a beautiful day out there today. We're feeling above normal temperature today with a high in the low 70s. That is nearly 15 degrees from where we usually are for this time of year. But like most things, all good things come to an end. Well, sort of. Temperatures are still going to be above normal, but we'll see an increased chance of rain beginning tomorrow into Thursday, before we see some sunshine on Friday and Saturday. Temperatures will head more toward normal by Saturday and Sunday.
With a look at what's going on in the world of sports, here's Abby Garrett.
Well, it was another valiant effort for the Tigers football team last Friday that came up just short. The team couldn't hold off an undefeated Oneida team and fell 27-26 to fall to 3-3 this season. The news remains good though. Mexico finishes the regular season this Friday at home. They can clinch a playoff berth with a win, something senior Colin Haynes says his teammates are well aware of.
Great week of practice, really. We all just got to go as hard as we would go in a game in practice. We just got to, everything we have to do, we just have to execute in practice and in the game. Everything revolves around how we practice this weekend. So.
After last night's rainout, the Orioles and the Royals will resume their series tonight. The O's need the game desperately as they dropped the first two at home over the weekend. In the National League, the Cardinals and the Giants will break their 1-1 tie tonight after the Cards came back in Game 2 and won on a walk-off home run in the 9th inning.
Here's Emma with a look at the calendar.
For the calendar today, the principal's reception for our German visitors takes place today after school. The boys' soccer team takes on Solvay today, while the girls meet up with CBA. Both games are here in Mexico.
Thanks again for finding us, and we hope you join us again tomorrow. For the staff of Eye on the Tiger News, I'm Sarah Petricola.
And I'm Kennedy Lamb. Have a great day.